I got a special guest joining us this
Yeah,
morning.
I heard.
It's an honor. She just prayed for the all of tri-state area, so we just
Wow.
finished our prayer.
Give thanks.
So right now, let me introduce and welcome Minister Marion Hall
What?
to Irie Jam Radio, Bridge 99 FM. We've got Ruddy G and Shells in Jamaica. Minister Marion.
Bless the Lord. Heaven bless you both. Jamaica, I miss you. May I come down soon.
I will miss you too, Minister.
Miss you, man.
So, what a joy, what a joy. Bless you too, my sister. Glad to hear from you. And we've been paying attention. But I will allow Roy to continue to lead the conversation before me jump in and say what me you have to say.
Well, here's what I haven't done yet. I haven't spoken about the song because I wanted to join Jamaica before I got into the song. But you know, me and Minister were just talking about the journey. You know, I've been a part of her journey through all her management team.
All right.
The beginning until now, I've been a part of the journey with the label and everything. So we were just going back to where it started and what brought her to where she is right now. And I want, you know, Marion, because when I speak to Marion, it's more of a conversation. And too often when we do interviews, the artist or whoever you're interviewing don't get what they want across. So I'm going to ask Minister, is there anything, because you do a million interviews, is there anything that you would like to, and I want to start it there, that you want to share with us about yourself that we don't know and, you know, we need to know?
Yesterday, I said so much yesterday. I don't even know where to start. Why is it saying I should install now? Why is it just went off? Oh, there you go. Okay, so I grew up as a tomboy. I like climbing coconut tree, tree, ackee trees, whatever. You know, I used to sell brooms because I could make brooms like my brothers. I go crab bush and catch crab, and when the crab bite you, you bite back the crab. So the crab let you go. Yes, I used to sell guineps and so in the craft market in Oterias. I slept on the ground in the dance hall on coconut limb when we go to the dance hall and dance over. That's where we make the bed, me and the boys, you know, the guys from the sound system. I have two brothers that I became their mom when I was maybe like 17, 18, you know, because my mom ran away and left my dad because my dad was abusive to her and us. And sometimes she would grab who she could grab and leave who she. But anyway, when my dad went away and my mom was still in Kingston, they became my sons. And up until today, one won't leave my room. And he's like, oh, and he said, oh, he just run me out. And she grew me up. And now I'm also the mom of his son, you know, and I just love to love people. Love people.
I give thanks.
Everybody.
Now,
family or not, I love to love.
Now, Minister, as I went through your catalog, your most recent catalog, there is something that speaks to me. Now, you speak truth in your music. You're still very hardcore in your ministry. How is that being received?
Oh, well, let me tell you the truth. As God living, I love to put the Bible on my head. The Lord will give me messages that they're hard, and I will tell the Holy Spirit, I'm not preaching that. No, I can't preach that, Lord. I can't preach that. And I'll go around the pulpit, and I plan to not preach it. But when I open my mouth, it comes out, and I can't stop it. I can't hold my mouth, yeah? And that gets me in trouble. Sometimes people don't take the messages, you know, too nice at all. They can't. People want you to preach about wealth. Oh, God is going to bless you. God is going to send money right now. Unexpected money is coming. This, that is coming. They want to, you know, the Bible tell you about the ones with itchy ears. You itching ears. So guess what? I'm not that pastor. I can't. If God don't say it, I will not lie to make you feel good. I'm not one of the feel good pastor. So if God said anything, if God said to me, preach about sin, I'm gonna preach about sin. And a lot of people, they will not give me any love offering when I do that. And I said, I know you won't give me no offerings today, but I'm preaching the word of God. He said, submit yourself or go to hell. And all hell breaks. So that is how it is, though. It's at first, though, concerning music, I used to just I thought everything was, supposed to be done a certain way, like the church said it should. But then the Lord starts speaking to me and start giving me certain type of music that I remember saying to the Lord when I got, if I was famous, I said, Lord, I won't sing that song to disappoint you. And the Lord start dropping him name all over it. And I laugh. I say, God, sometimes he'll just have you laughing because he is a God that he is just, you can't find a word.
That's
There's
true.
no word to really describe his awesomeness.
Give thanks. Now, Minister Hall, greetings. My name is Shells, right? And
Hi, Shem.
hey, how you doing? Now, my family over there in Irijam and here at the bridge will all agree that Shells, for the most part, a good youth. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a guy just I try to make my name in the industry. I do my thing, I go out and I work hard. You know it go. But you see the distractions, Minister, for a young youth in that world, yeah, it tough. And I know a lot of my fellow young people will go through that. We're trying to stay focused on our path, but the distractions all around us. I know you've been going through that throughout your journey.
Yeah.
You have any advice for persons like myself?
In everything you do, just trust God. Trust God. You see, prayer move things. And it doesn't matter who is in your way, what stumbling block the devil send, what distraction. The Bible said that the Lord word, he said, I will keep you in perfect peace once your mind is stayed upon me. So if your mind is up on him, then his mind is up on you. He'll keep you as the apple of his eyes. And he told you, anybody touch the apple, in a trouble. So just focus on him and not the naysayers and the detractors. They are always there. Yeah, they're all. If you're a Bible reader, from the day of creation, the devil, he comes in the form of a snake, and that's how mankind. He gets into a lot of people, and they will do anything to take you off that path. But you have to stay focused and keep your eyes on him. Yeah, keep your mind on him, and he'll keep you in perfect peace.
Respect, Minister. Thank you.
We're going to take a global break and come back. Minister, please do not move. We have to continue this conversation. And Shells and Ruddy, let's take that break, come back.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it.
Marion Hall. That's right, Bridge 99 FM, Irie Jam Radio. We're live with Ruddy G and Shells in studios in Jamaica. And Marion Hall, of course, I'm not sure where in the world is.
I'm in Florida. I'm in Orlando, really. That's where I am. Right. I kind of reside here, it's close to Jamaica and it's warm. Not that it is today. It's chilly today.
Marion, do not rub it in. It is cold where I am, please.
I don't like cold. My daughter live in Nashville and my niece and sister, and I tell them, I just come, stay a little, and I'm gone.
Now, Minister, I wanted to ask this question because, you walked away from dancehall at the peak.
Yes.
There was no one in your shoes, no one in your category, no one even in your rearview mirror. That's what you brought to dancehall, and I can say whether it was male or female. I've done so many shows with you, and I'll say this: there are many artists that didn't want to work after the latest song. They were like, right with the lineup. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of some males. I'm not gonna say names, but they never want to work after them. Say no, sir. After she done.
Why me I work after lady sir? Me can't.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
How was it for you to walk away? Because remember, Marion, you were getting stage shows, and I can quote some of the figures. $40,000, $50,000 a show. You walked away from a lot of money. You walked away from stardom. How did you handle it? And let's call a spade a spade. Financially, how are you managing now?
Uh, that was the thing, though. It was financial worries why I didn't walk away a long time. You know, I grew up in church, and my parents, my great grandmother, really, she was the one that was really the one, because she was a prophetess. They call her Warner Woman, Aunt Linda. I was close to her. She loved me. She prayed for me. I believe that even now it's her effectual, fervent prayer, because the Bible said the effectual, fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. And I believe that her prayer is what got me here, along with some push from some, artists and stuff. It was getting really toxic for me, really hard for me to be. I was loved by people, man. People
Still
loved
are.
me just naturally, and when age start coming into play in the industry, and people just tearing your name down and telling lies, and when it gets like a crab in a barrel situation, I couldn't deal with it. I just had was to step away, and also I was going through personal issues, and all kind of things was all over the internet with my personal relationship and my breakup and all that. And I just started seeking the Lord, in a different way, like just deeper. I remember taking my shower, cleaning the room, taking a shower, and just going on my belly and crying out to God. I used to worry. I said, God, I want to give my life to you. What? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to support my family? That was the worry that kept me away. And I remember just going to the bedside and praying. When I did Heels On was, I've never had so much attention from people. It was different from being Lady Saw for so many years. But when Heels On dropped, I couldn't walk without, if I wear flip flop, they're like, where heels on? Where's your heels? And everything was just heels. And then I get another big song to go and record, and the Lord just grabbed me right there. Let me tell you this. It was easy to walk away because of the peace that I was seeking. There was a time when I didn't want to be Lady Saw no more. I told my family I want to get off the road. I don't care. I've given you a lot of money. I've been working. You should have put it to use, because I don't want to go back. I want to get off the road. Let me tell you, the Bible said that He will supply. I shall supply all your needs according to His riches and glory in Jesus Christ. And I wasn't really in the Bible like that, so I didn't know. But I'm telling you now, for instance, when the pandemic was coming, I didn't know. I went to London, I was in Birmingham, and the Lord said, it's time to preach. And a lady was praying over me. I said, the Lord said it's time to preach. God said it's time to preach. And she stopped praying instantly. When I got home, I was just there. And I was laying in bed one day, and I heard the voice of the Lord. God give you church and you're not doing anything. And I jumped up and I went to buy some materials for the drapes. And my brother, he's a furniture man, so he made a pulpit for me. And let me tell you this, I did not know that God was preparing to provide for me, because I was stuck in Jamaica for 2 years, can't travel out to America, which is where I make most of my money. And God took me around, like take me to England and take me to Canada and back. But when the Lord told me it's time to preach, I realized why every morning I would wake up at 6 and I'm praying, but I start preaching. And God used the preaching to support me financially. People say, you have a Zelle? I don't know what name Zelle. You don't have a Cash App? I don't know. You listen, your ministry has blessed me so much, and I want to send you a gift. And I said, I don't want no money, because I don't want nobody to say I'm begging people anything because of pride. And my niece, I called her after one other person said, listen, don't turn away my blessings, because if you turn away my blessings, I won't get my blessings. So I need to bless your ministry. And I asked my niece to do the Cash App and the PayPal, and people start blessing me, $20, $40, $50, $100. And then a lady said, you were praying today, and I had a back problem for years, and I felt a fire in my back. I'm gonna bless you with $400. And then you have people who say, God said to give you my tithes. I'm going to send you $1,000. One woman said, I don't know you, but God said to bless you. Don't turn away my blessing. And she was way up in Guyana. And she's a minister, Minister Bruce. And she blessed me. Other people start calling me and said, God said to bless you. I have immigration situation. And there was a man who called and said, I had applied for a credit card. Then I told him I didn't want it like twice. I applied somewhere else, got through. They called me and said, I am approved. I said, I told you I didn't want it. The Lord said it is for Marion. And I'm like, what? The Lord said it's for Marion. And guess what? The money was to pay off the immigration lawyer. And it was the exact money. They just had 25 cents on it or $25. You know what? God take care of me even now. I was going through hell last year and the year before. And God, let me give you a little one before I leave. I get up not too long ago, like say 2 months ago it was, and I sent an email to borrow some money from one of my exes. And when I did so on the email and I lay back down, I heard, so you didn't think your God could give it to you? I jump up and I send that email the morning. I said, just disregard the email that I sent to. I got through. God rebuked me because you see, if I had opened that door, that was a portal because this person I'm talking about, I had no reason to go about me borrowing no money. But God gave me more than I needed by the next week.
Amen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Marion, let's get into the new song. We know Ruddy G's been playing it. I know that, of course, my brethren Richie B's been playing. I think every radio station has been playing this song. Take a listen, New York.
I'm so over you right now. I'm so over you right now. I'm so over you right now.
I'm so over you, honey.
I'm showtime. I'm no longer bone. I'm eat by But I'm too.
Wow.
Listen.
I don't know why God chose to give me so much talent.
Yes.
Remember in the Bible there was a man, when he was leaving, he gave his servant some talents.
Yes.
Yeah? So say one get 5 talents. He got 10 more, he get 5 more on it, so that makes 10 because he invested well. There was another one that got 2, so he came with 4. There was one that got 1 talent and he buried it. But I don't know. I tell you,
Can't bury.
With a 5 talent.
Yeah, multiplied. Definitely.
Yes, because over the years it's like fine wine. You know what I'm saying? It's like fine wine because I don't know. God is just doing a new thing, and that's what He said in His Word, and I'm seeing it through my ministry, the ministry in me. Because somebody, this year, the next verse,
Hey, listen to me. and this is what I'm saying. Your ministry is so real, and not everybody's going to relate to it, but you put it in the realest way. You don't sugarcoat, not cherry palm pie, top of it, nothing like that. You're just real as it gets. And this is what spirituality is. It's not about a religion. It's about spirituality. It's about being connected with your God.
Relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
And being able to express yourself. Yes.
God give you to. When I tell you, when I first got saved, I was just confused because everybody pulling you left, right, and don't do this. Don't cover your hair, tie up your this, put on your frock, lamb down there. So this, that. And I remember going to England, and the Lord, I couldn't pay any offering, throw any offering that night. It was a 2 weeks convention they had, and I threw all I had. They didn't give me no money, so I paid whatever the little 200 and whatever they gave me. I used it to throw offering, and one night I couldn't throw any offerings, and I said to the Lord, after everybody, the congregation did throw, and the pastors got up off the rostrum and they went to throw their offerings, I didn't have no money, and I was saying, Lord, I feel so bad that I can't, throw any offerings tonight. And I heard the Lord said, you have given me your heart, and that is enough. And that night, I don't know who gave me the mic, but when I start telling my testimony, the whole place smash up, fire take over, Holy Ghost fire come down, people. The Lord used me that night to lay hands on so many people getting delivered, demons being cast out. It was so much that the pastor, they nearly killed me up there. One of them to push a girl on me and she keep punching and kicking me while I'm in the spirit. I was on my bend down in front of a young lady. Said, there's a demon in this girl. And them give me some lip, I tell you, because they in this, there is spirits that are jealous over the anointing that you have. And a lot of people, even pastors, they act as if they're the only ones that God called. They're the only ones that God used. But there comes a time when God, he said, I'm doing a new thing. He also said, in the last days, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. He said, my sons and daughters will prophesy. He said, your sons and your daughters, they will prophesy. Yeah, he even told you about the old man and the young man who will have vision and who will have dreams, even the maidens, everybody. He didn't segregate. So God is going into some places, in some trenches, some gullies, some ghettos, and take out people like me, the lady saw, and wash we off and dress we up, true God. Take me up, dress me up, don't wash me off. The devil mad, he might try to set me up, but just know this.
Amen.
Anything God tell me to do, I'm doing it even when I don't understand. I used to say, God, may not do that. I'm not, and you have to do it. So I just bless God for what he's doing now. It's the young people who are loving this song. She called me. She have a 20-year-old. She said, we coming from church and your song is playing. And my daughter said, Mommy, that tune is bad. And when I asked her, who's your favorite artist? It was one of them young boy went go out here things. Yeah. But she fell in love with the song and she started singing the song, So I'm blessed, man. I'm happy.
And our blessing people, minister, yeah?
Give thanks.
Indeed. Now, before you go, Marion, I have to ask, can we get more? We want more. Can we get more? Are you working on more songs? Can we
Yes,
get
because what happened, I wanted to work with Gramps Morgan team because I listened to his songs and they're clean and everything is just perfect. So I called him up a few years ago and I said, what would it cost to, work with, get your musicians and get some music done up there? And he gave me the price and stuff. But then I'm here and I didn't get to do it or anything like that. And I got a call from Joe from Downsound Records. I'm going to show you this. Sometimes we're looking for the church, the door to open from the church. God told me about a door while I was going through, but he said, before you get to that door that I've opened, that no man can shut, he used his own words. He said, you have to go through some other doors. There's going to be pain, disappointment, setback, delays, heartaches and all of that. But he said, I should continue walking. Listen to my voice. He said, just listen to my voice and keep walking. I tell you this, I was crying out to the Lord, God, I believe I walked through, I got through all them doors already because all that I've gone through, Lord Jesus, I must have gone through them doors there already, God. God, just fly open that door here. And I saw Joe. The door was open from outside. And Joe and I started talking, some business. And I said, I'd like to get some songs out, and I'd like to work with Gramps. And boom, Joe called Gramps. Gramps, he dropped everything, and we went to Nashville. We went for 1 or 2 songs. I ended up doing 5 songs.
Wow. Awesome.
There is some songs that when I was singing these songs, if you drop a pin, you hear it like, pain looks good on you. No one wears it like you do. Oh, after all that you've been through, I just don't know why. Pain look so good on you. That song. And there's another song. She's been raped, beaten, and left for dead. The blood was dripping from the side of her head. It was the grace of God. That was how she survived. That song. Oh, she locked her pain deep down in that song.
Wow.
And I still got the Pentecostal song. I'm waiting for the rapture. My God will take me home. I'll be caught up in the heavens when the trumpet shall sound. Hey, I said the dead in Christ shall rise. No longer will I go. Hey, I'm waiting for the rapture. My God will take me home. I said, who was in the land that Mount Zion. Oh yes, Mr. Mikayan across the trial. Hypocrite backbiters and liars. Hey, Jesus, take me home to the promised land. That is also the
Oh my!
There's so much you don't even hear nothing. Oh, my
Well-
blessing is tied to my worship. My victory is tied to my praise. I give him all that I got. I won't quench it. When I'm dancing, get out of my way. Hey, oh, my blessing is tied to my worship. My victory is tied to my praise. I give him all that I got. I won't quench it. When I'm dancing, get out of my way.
Wow.
And you have to, these Pentecostal songs,
Wow.
them body in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Oh, I come to get my healing. He'll release it when I send up a praise. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but tonight I'm coming out of my grave. I need sinews and my dry bones. My death sentence to be postponed. Oh, I'm sorry. That's showing you.
Marion,
Watch
boy,
it.
we wish we had more time, Marion. We need more time with you.
Yes, I thought you were going to spend the day with me. I'm going to show you my Gucci dress for the video. We do the video next week. Jay will in Miami. We're doing the video on a yacht. So just
Okay.
see that Christian I'm up on a yacht.
That is right.
I was telling them about the
That
grace
is it.
of God and what God has been doing for me. I tell you, even through the pandemic, God
Wow.
take care of me, feed me, clothe me, shelter me.
Indeed.
People put me out of them place down the road there, and God provide another shelter for me. So I
Amen.
just bless the Lord. I bless God for you. I bless everyone that is listening in. May the
Amen.
blessings of the Lord that make it rich and have no sorrows be your portion. I pray that Jamaica, remind Jamaica for me, please. We belongs to God.
Amen.
No matter what you see happening, no matter what the devil is trying to put out there, we are a blessed island. I love you. I love you. I love,
Love
you.
you
May the
more.
Spirit of
Love
the Lord
you
rest
too. Love you too,
upon you
Minister.
today.
Love you
Amen,
more.
Minister.
It's
Love
been a joy. It's a blessing.
Minister Marion, you know we love you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us on Bridge 99 FM and Irie Jam Radio. Me and you got to talk.
Average and radio and bridge.
Yes.
Listen, next time, just give me an hour.
Yes. What do you mean?
The blessing is not to my worship. No, the new tune is dropping officially next week. You have a different version. That version is the one with the harmonies on it, but there's another one. I'm confused.
Let us get it.
All right.
Yes, we're
Minister,
looking forward.
Again, much love. God bless you. And we're hoping, and I know we're going to get exclusive to see you on the stage show very soon. God bless you and protect you. And know that the world loves you, Marion.
For real.
All right?
I love you. I
Much
love
love.
them. I love them. I love them. Take care.
love.
Cheers.
There you go.
Thanks.
Boy, all I can say, Shells and Roddy G.
I
is
feel
been-
refreshed. I feel refreshed. I can't take
I
on
feel
anything.
rejuvenated.
That's right.
That's right.
I can take on any challenge for the rest of the day, my
Yeah.
brethren. What a wonderful return. What a joy for me.
Yeah. And just as much for me, man. It's indeed a pleasure to be on Bridge 99 FM. I hope we didn't preempt what you guys had planned, but I mean, Minister Marion Hall, I don't think it doesn't get
doesn't
much
get better
than
than
that.
that,
For
brother.
real, for real.
Yeah. So with that said, till the next
Much
one, you know.
love. Yes, man. Much love,
Enough
and
love.
welcome back. Welcome back to New York.
I'm so over you right now.
There you have it, man. The family in
I'm
Jamaica.
so done with you.